Hey, and welcome to today's Dreamfuel breathwork and visualization session designed to build endurance and find comfort in the long game. I'm Alex, and I'll be your guide today. I have 2 decades of experience coaching and guiding breathwork and visualization with elite performers from professional sport to the C-suite of the Fortune 500. Before we start, a quick note on why this works. Your breath is the fastest way to regulate your nervous system. Controlled, intentional breathing signals safety to the brain, reduces unnecessary threat responses, and brings the body into a state where focus, clarity, and good decision-making are available. And visualization adds another powerful layer. The brain doesn't clearly distinguish between vividly imagined experiences and real ones. When you rehearse a state in rich sensory detail, you activate the same neural circuits you'll use in the real moment. Over time, that's how neuroplasticity wires new responses. In other words, you're training your nervous system for how you show up under pressure. State is contagious. The level of clarity and authority in your nervous system is felt immediately by the people around you. Great leaders don't just manage strategy, they manage their state. By the end of this session, most people will feel noticeably calmer, clearer, and more grounded. The kind of steady confidence that allows you to move through pressure with presence. Today, we're going to use 2 tools, breathwork and visualization, in tandem. 2 highly potent tools for your mindset. Breathwork calms the nervous system and releases tension from the body. And visualization is a guided talk track which helps reprogram your mind or prepare it for action. In this session, we're preparing your mind to go the distance in a road marathon. When the breathwork begins, close your eyes and use your imagination to begin visualizing what I'm describing. It can take a moment to get the hang of intentionally breathing and visualizing at the same time. If your mind wanders, which is completely normal, just bring your attention back to my voice. Eventually, the practice will become effortless and highly enjoyable. Lastly, if you happen to lose your pace while breathing, you can always open your eyes and look at the moving graphic on your screen. Today's session will consist of 5 breathing phases where you'll experience elite endurance under pressure through the process of a road marathon. Rounds 1 and 5 of today's practice will be the same. There'll be much calmer rounds. We'll be breathing in through the nose for 4 seconds and out through the nose for 6 seconds. Rounds 2, 3, and 4 will be our more intense breathing rounds. We're going to breathe in and out through a process called the power breath, where you're going to imagine holding a straw in your mouth, pulling the air in as hard as you can through the straw and pushing it out as hard as you can through the straw. On every inhale, let the belly expand fully, getting as much air into the lungs as possible. And on every exhale, push the air out as hard as you can, pulling the belly in towards the spine. Our first primary breathing round, round 2, will be breathing with a tempo of 2 seconds in, 2 seconds out. Round 3, we'll be breathing at 3 seconds in, 3 seconds out. And round 4, we'll be breathing at 4 seconds in, 4 seconds out. So our tempo will get slightly slower and more relaxed as we go about the race. In between each of our breathing rounds, we're going to go for a short breath hold. The shortest hold will be 30 seconds and the longest will be maybe 90 seconds. At the end of each round, I'll ask you to inhale as deeply as you can through the straw, filling up the lungs as much as possible, and you'll hold the breath. As we get into each of our breath holds, I'm going to ask you a question. You're not going to answer the question verbally or even intellectually. Just notice what comes up for you from your intuition in response to the question. If you can't hold your breath for as long as I'll guide you to, that's fine. Simply start to breathe in and out through the nose whenever you feel the first deep urge to breathe. You can do this practice seated or lying down, wherever you feel most supported and somewhere where you won't be disturbed. Before we dive in, if you have any neurological, cardiovascular, or breathing issues such as asthma or are pregnant, please do not participate in the breath holds and reduce the intensity of your practice by about 50% of what I'll guide you through. Instead of holding your breath, simply breathe slowly in and out of the nose before we begin the next round of breath. It's very, very common in this practice to experience tingling or cramping in the hands, the feet, or the face. This is nothing to worry about at all. If you wish to get rid of that feeling, simply slow your breathing down and breathe in and out of the nose. Okay, let's begin. Start by finding yourself into a place where you can fully relax. Just start to become aware of your breath, the rise and fall of the belly on the inhale and the exhale. And we'll get into our first breathing tempo, in and out through the nose for 4 seconds in and for 6 seconds out. In 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep it going. The city is just beginning to wake up. The streets are closed, quiet in a way they never are during the day. Barriers line the roads. Volunteers move with purpose. A low hum of thousands of runners gathering fills the air. Shoes tapping lightly on pavement, nervous laughter, the crinkle of race bibs being adjusted. You stand in your corral, surrounded by bodies but grounded in your own space. The air is cool against your skin. You can feel it on your arms, your face, moving gently through your chest as you breathe. There's a faint smell of coffee drifting from somewhere behind you. Fresh asphalt, energy gels, a mix of anticipation and focus. Your shoes feel light beneath you. You shift your weight and feel the firmness of the road. Smooth, predictable, honest. This is your terrain. You look ahead. The road stretches forward through the city. Long, straight, disappearing between buildings, curving slightly in the distance. Somewhere out there is every mile you're about to run. The early ease, the rhythm, the doubt, the fatigue, the final push. And yet, right now, none of that matters. Just this moment. You bring your attention inward. This race is not something happening to you. It's something that you've chosen. You feel your posture rise slightly, chest open, shoulders relaxed, jaw soft. Around you, people bounce, stretch, shake out nerves. You grow quieter, more still, more intentional. You're not here to get carried away by the energy of the crowd. You're here to stay in control of your own state. Breeze moves through the street, brushing past your skin. The announcer's voice echoes faintly in the distance. The start line is close. And underneath the anticipation, underneath the natural tension before effort, there is calm. A steady confidence. Not loud, not forced, just a quiet knowing. You're ready to meet whatever shows up today. Let's get started with our first round of the breath. 2 seconds in through the straw, 2 seconds out through the straw, and our start of the race. In 3, 2, 1. In, out, out. 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 Keep it going. The race begins. At first, it's a surge. Bodies moving forward, footsteps echoing off buildings, the rhythm of thousands of runners hitting the pavement at once. The sound is electric, the energy is high. Adrenaline rises immediately. Legs feel light. Effort feels easy. The crowd lines the street now, clapping, cheering, calling out encouragement. Music plays from somewhere on the course, signs wave in the air. Everything is pulling you forward. faster, lighter, easier. You don't get swept away. You settle. You lock into your rhythm early. Your stride becomes smooth and consistent, feet landing lightly beneath you, arms swinging naturally, shoulders relaxed. The city moves around you. Buildings reflecting early sunlight, storefronts passing by, the smell of bakeries opening, coffee shops, fresh bread, urban life beginning as the race threads through it. Your breath finds a steady pattern. Your body warms. A thin layer of sweat forms across your skin. And right here, in these early miles, the real skill is restraint. The temptation is to go, to take advantage of how good you feel, to chase the energy of the pack. But discipline wins races. You let others surge past you, and you stay patient. You stay controlled. You stay honest. Because you understand something most don't. The race doesn't start at mile 1. It reveals itself much, much later. You check in with your body. Feet, light. Legs, fresh. Breath, steady. Mind, calm. The road stretches ahead in long, straight sections now. The sound of footsteps becomes more spaced out as runners settle into their own pace. The crowd noise fades slightly. And with that, the race begins to simplify. Just you, your rhythm, the road. The first 10K passes not in a rush, but in control. And that control becomes your foundation. We'll take our first hold in 4, 3, 2. Deep inhale through the straw, fill up the lungs as much as you possibly can, all the way to the top. And hold your breath. Where are you getting pulled by external energy instead of staying at your own pace? And we'll release the breath in 3, 2, 1. Let it go with a sigh out the mouth. Full release, full exhale. Just ground yourself with a breath in and out. And we'll get into the middle of our race. 3 seconds in through the straw, 3 seconds out through the straw, as powerfully and fully as you can. In 3, 2, 1. Let's go. In, out, out, out. In, out, out, out. In, out, out, out. In, out, out, out. You've still got that straw in your mouth, pulling the breath in as hard as you can through the straw, pushing it out as hard as you can through the straw. All of the movement coming from the belly, filling it up and emptying it out. Keep it going. Now the race deepens. The crowds thin out. The novelty fades. And what remains is the work. The road is quieter now. The sound of your own footsteps becomes clearer, steady, repetitive, grounding. Your breathing is deeper. Your body is fully engaged. The miles begin to stack. 10, 11, 12, 13, halfway. Your legs no longer feel effortless, they feel engaged, used. There's a dull heaviness beginning to settle in your quads. Your calves feel tighter, your feet more aware of each step. Nothing is breaking down, but the cost is increasing. This is where many runners begin drifting mentally, thinking too far ahead, calculating distance, questioning pace. You do something different. You narrow your focus. This mile, this block, this stretch of road. The city continues to unfold around you. A slight incline through a bridge, wind picking up briefly, pushing against your chest. The smell of the river below, cool, metallic. A tunnel of shade as you pass through tree-lined streets, the temperature dropping just enough to feel relief against your skin. Every environment gives you feedback, and you stay connected to all of it, completely present, engaged. You feel sweat rolling down your back. You taste salt on your lips. You hear your breath, controlled, steady, reliable. You feel the ground under your shoes, consistent, rhythmic, predictable. The mind starts to whisper again. This is getting harder. You've still got so far to go. What if you don't hold this pace? You recognize the pattern immediately. This is not new. This is the mind trying to project into the future to escape the present. You bring it back. Not the whole race, this step, this breath, this rhythm. You settle again. The body responds. Because the body doesn't need the whole race solved. It just needs the next step executed well. And step by step, mile by mile, you stay in it. We'll take our next hold in 4, 3, 2, 1. Deep inhale through the straw, fill up the lungs as much as you can, all the way to the top, and hold the breath. Relax the body, soften the shoulders. What brings you back into the present moment when your mind starts to wander? And we'll release the breath in 3, 2, 1. Let it go with a sigh out of the mouth. Full release, full exhale. Ground yourself with a breath. And we're in for the final third of our race. 4 seconds in through the straw, 4 seconds out through the straw as powerfully as you can. Let's go in 3, 2, 1. In, out, 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 out. In, out, 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 out. In, out, 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 out. Keep it going, full, powerful breaths. Now the race asks the real question. The 30K mark approaches, and everything changes. Your body's tired now. Legs heavy, hips tight, feet sore. Each step carries more weight than it did before. The road feels longer. The effort feels sharper. This is where the marathon becomes a test of identity. Not fitness, not preparation, identity. Who are you when the body starts to push back? The crowd returns now in pockets, louder, more urgent. You hear your name called from somewhere. You hear clapping, encouragement, but none of it can carry you now. This part is yours. You feel the urge to slow down, to negotiate, to protect what's left. And this is where your training steps in. You don't panic. You don't resist the discomfort. You accept it fully. The fatigue is here. The soreness is here. The effort is here. And still, so are you. You adjust your posture. You lift slightly through the chest, relax the jaw, loosen the hands. You run efficiently inside fatigue, not fighting it, working with it. You shorten your focus again. 1 mile, then another, then another. The city blurs slightly now, less detail, more motion. The road becomes your entire world. The sound of your feet, your breath, the internal rhythm of effort. This is the edge. And you stay. Not perfectly, not comfortably, but consistently. You pass runners who are breaking. walking, stretching, fading mile by mile, and you feel something rise in you. Clarity. You're still moving forward because you didn't rely on how it felt, you relied on who you decided to be. The final stretch approaches. The road opens. The finish line is somewhere ahead, and you empty what's left, not recklessly but completely. We'll take our final hold in 4, 3, 2, 1. Deep inhale through the straw, fill up the lungs all the way to the top, and hold the breath. Relax the body. Drop the shoulders. Who are you when things get really, really hard? And we'll release the breath in 3, 2, 1. Let it go with a sigh. Full release, full exhale. Ground yourself with the breath. And we're back into our pace breathing through the nose. 4 seconds in, 6 seconds out. In 3, 2, 1. In for 4, 3, 2, 1. Out for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In for 4, 3, 2, 1. Out for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In for 4, 3, 2, 1. Out for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep it going. The finish line comes into view. At first distant, then clearer, then real. The crowd builds again, louder now, more alive, more present. Barriers filled with people leaning in, clapping, shouting, cheering. Your body is exhausted. Every muscle carries the weight of the day. Your legs are heavy. Your breath is deep. Your skin coated with sweat and salt. But beneath all of that, there's something steady. You cross the line, and everything slows down. You keep moving forward, but the urgency is gone. The noise softens. The effort releases. A medal is placed around your neck, cool metal against warm skin. You step to the side, and finally, you stop. Standing there, breathing, feeling everything. The fatigue, the relief, the quiet, the satisfaction. Not because it was easy, but because it wasn't. You look back down the course. All 26.2 miles behind you now. And you realize something simple, but powerful. You didn't need perfect conditions. You didn't need perfect feelings. You just needed to stay present, to stay disciplined, to stay committed. This is what you take with you. Not just the result, but the evidence. The evidence that you can meet discomfort without collapsing, that you can regulate your state under pressure, that you can keep moving forward when things get hard. Let your body soften now. Let your breathing settle. Let the nervous system absorb what just happened. Because this doesn't stay on the race course, this comes with you. Into work, into relationships, into every moment that asks something of you. You've trained something deeper than fitness. You've trained your response to challenge. And from this place, the integration is simple. Take the steadiness, take the discipline, take the self-trust, and carry it forward. Because the finish line isn't the end. It's proof of who you are when things get hard.